Hi friends, I am Ashok Kumar Sharma, Master of Art, the Chairman of People Welfare Foundation and the Director of AK Study Center. International resources. Those resources are owned by international institution or international union or international organization that is called international resources, which any specific country does not have this authority, does not have the right to exploit or to use that areas or that resources. Just example that India does not have the authority, does not have the right to exploit or to extract or to utilize the resources are in situated resources are in like beyond the 200 nautical miles. And even other countries do not have the authority right to extract, to mine, or to do these types of the activities in those areas without the consent or without the concurrence of the international institution. Just like India has the authority to mine manganese in Indian Ocean with the concurrence of the international institution. And one question is arises here, and one question is here that what is that element that is extracted or that is mined in Indian Ocean by the India, that is manganese. So keep it in your mind that manganese is mined in Indian Ocean. Manganese nodules. Manganese nodules are mined from the seabed by the India with the concurrence of the international institution. And these are some symbolic type of the resources, individual resources like home, community-owned resources like community park, national resources like railways, Indian railways, etc. International resources beyond 200 nautical miles of any specific country. Like this community resources, grassland is example of community resources. So these community resources, grasslands or these resources are utilized by other communities, animals or other peoples of the communities. And this is a map of 200 nautical miles along with the different types of the countries. We can see by the help of this blue is colors 200 nautical miles area. That area comes under the jurisdictions of that specific country. And after the 200 nautical miles, those areas are called thus rights owned by the international institution or international unions. Means in this beyond the 200 nautical miles areas, minerals or any substances can be extracted or can be used only with the consent, with the concurrence of the international union. And we have one example of this symbolic, just like India. We can see the coastal area of India, and from the coastal area of India and to till 200 nautical miles. 200 nautical miles also there is a jurisdiction of Indian government, and even just like along with the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, 200 nautical miles areas are owned by the Indian government. And another factor that just like while along the coastline of India or Indian coastline, about 12 nautical miles with 22.2 kilometers are directly political control of the India. So this question is asked in the class 10 level curriculum pattern examination or even competitive examinations, that till what extent there is the geographical and political authority of India, that is 12 nautical miles, which is 22 kilometers away from the coast of India. That you have to keep it in your mind. Every student must have to keep in the mind. There is a world map that it has been remarked by some manganese nodules where there is a spread of manganese nodules. We can see that manganese nodules are lying in Indian Ocean. So in this area, Indian government has the authority to mine manganese nodules from the bed of the Indian Ocean. So we can clearly see in the world map. And one important things about this and about that just like restore about the stocks. Stock resources. What is the stock resource? That stock resource is that resource that is evaluated, but on account of lack of appropriate technology and adequate technology, or we don't have the technology to extract or utilize that things completely, and so that energy is still this thing. So that is called an stock. Example of that solar energy and wind energy. And one important fact that there are a few states are having are lacking natural resources, but is having a different type. They are rich in other resources like Rajasthan and Gujarat. These areas are lacking like water facilities and these types of other facilities. But it is in this area is rich by the wind sources and solar sources on account of being along with the coastline of the Arabian Sea, and even little a bit extent this solar energy and wind energy turbines etc. are being used in this area like Rajasthan. We can see by the help of this picture, and clearly solar wind generators or turbines are being utilized in the coastal area of the Rajasthan, and even in Gujarat. Government has the policy to utilize and to develop more and solar panel and solar energy by this area, so we can develop like in this area where there is potential of these types of the natural resources. These are renewable resources, but on account of the costly technology and we have the lack of appropriate technology, it is still needed to be extracted, and it is their surplus. Even these energies or resources are stocked, so it is called stock energy. And so about energy, that we should efficiently use resources effectively, efficiently and economically. In this video, that's all. Thank you very much for being with us, AK Study Center, and must subscribe this channel, AK Study Center. Still, if you did not subscribe, and please share channel's link to other students so they can get a benefit from us. Thank you. I am Ashok Kumar Sharma, Master of Art in Indian History, the Chairman of People Welfare Foundation, and the Director of AK Study Center. Jai Hind!